Hello, baseball fans. King Ikeboo coming to you live from the underground bunker deep beneath Busch Stadium near Tuktoyaktuk, where once again we are going to be playing some of the best of the 80s and worst of the 80s. And we are at a monumental game, a historic game, as we are playing Game 1 of the 1984 World Series. The World Series this year is between the 1984 California Angels and the 1984 St. Louis Cardinals. Two unexpected teams. Well, it's not really unexpected when you see the Cardinals there because the Cardinals seem to get all the roles. They don't do much, and then when it counts, the moment it counts, they will rise and they will get their runs. And we'll probably see that here today as well. And the California Angels are a big surprise as well. They took on the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays had 105 wins. They had a run differential of 221 plus. And California was a 500 team. They gave up 749 runs and scored 749 runs. Just like real life, they're also 500 in run differential. And, why in the world did the mighty Blue Jays lose? And I say here, the reason is while I play, love, support this game, treat it with tender loving care, National Pastime 3 hates my guts and wishes to crush, devour, eat my soul, and regurgitate it onto the ground every chance it gets. So basically, there's a lot in common between National Pastime 3 and every woman I've ever loved. There is a great, lot of truth in that statement. But yes, I wanted the Blue Jays to win. They got crushed in the American League Championship Series. I wanted the Cubs, of course, to get to the World Series. The Cardinals beat them during the regular season in horrible fashion. And so, yes, this game hates me. But we will continue. I'm halfway through the replay. 1984 marks the halfway point. And so that is also a big deal, as I started this project in November the 11th, 2015, and now we are halfway through from Busch Stadium. Oh, yes, I also say here the Cardinals, why they have the home field advantage is because they had a run differential of 666. Yes, they are straight from hell, and 611 against, which is plus 55. So they have plus 55 while the Angels had 0. So they win the tiebreaker and get the home field advantage, which has proven to be completely meaningless. Ask the New York Mets, who won the anti-World Series, even though they were only one game below 500. They couldn't win a single game at home in the postseason, and they are the worst team in 1984, according to the replay. So let's get to this game. The starting pitchers for today's game, Romanick is going for California. He was 15-8 with a 3.86 ERA, and he will face Dave LaPoint, who was 12-9, 2.96 ERA. Here's the starting lineup for the California Angels. Leading off, no Gary Pettis because they have no DH. Well, Gary Pettis is not a DH. No, but we have to get Reggie Jackson into the lineup somehow. And so we're going to use this creative way, at least for Game 1. We'll see how it goes. Their defense will struggle, I'm sure. But they have Rod Carew at first base. Batting second and playing center field, Freddie Lynn. Batting third, the left fielder, Brian Downing. Batting fourth, the second baseman, Bobby Gritsch. Batting fifth, playing in right field. We only played 3 games during the regular season, Reggie Jackson. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Doug DeCinces. Batting seventh, the catcher, Bob Boone. Batting 8th, the shortstop, Dick Schofield. And batting 9th, Ron Romanick. For your St. Louis Cardinals from the pit of hell, leading off and playing left field, Lonnie Smith. Batting second, the center fielder, Willie McGee. Batting third, the National League Championship Series MVP, Terry Pendleton. Playing third base. Batting fourth, the first baseman, George Hendrick. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Andy Van Slyke. Batting sixth, the catcher, Daryl Porter. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Tommy Herr. Batting eighth, the Wizard of Oz. Batting short, Ozzie Smith. And batting ninth, the starting pitcher, Dave LaPoint. So let's get this game underway. LaPoint pitched in the National League Championship Series, pitched 5 innings and won his game. Game 2 against the San Diego Padres. And the Cardinals won in 5 games. Although games 4 and 5 went into extra innings and were very exciting. Both Goose Gossage and Bruce Sutter blew saves in those games. But yet, of course, was there any doubt? The Cardinals ended up winning the series, both games and the series. Here's Rod Carew. What did Rod Carew do during the regular season? Rod Carew, I don't know if we're going to do this for everybody, but you might be interested. He batted .277 with 4 homers and 41 RBIs. Maybe we should have put Juan Beniquez in the game. He batted .369 in the series. We'll get him in. We'll get him in somehow. Brian Downing is such a huge defensive liability. We got to get him out of the game somehow, but he is one of the big bats on the Angels team. Here's the first pitch from Dave LaPoint to Rod Carew, and is a ground out to second base. Here's Freddie Lynn. We'll look at him, see what he did during the regular season. Freddie Lynn, of course, was one of the leading Angel hitters. He batted .237 with 27 homers and 87 RBIs. Reggie had .247. He had 31 homers and 79 RBIs. Very hard to keep him out of the lineup, especially when Pettis only was .235 with 2 homers and 35 RBIs. Although he had 44 stolen bases, he only scored 56 runs. So that's why Reggie is in the game. But here's the pitch to Freddie Lynn. He strikes out, of course. Here's Brian Downing. Brian Downing, we can't keep his bat out of the lineup as he was the leading hitter. Batted .287 with 18 homers and 78 RBIs. I mean, leading hitter is that he had the most plate appearances in the season. So we can't keep him out of the lineup now in the World Series. Here's the pitch from LaPoint looking for a 1-2-3 first inning. He gets it, of course. Was there any doubt? Yes, I've been beaten. I've been just beaten to a pulp in 1984 by these Cardinals. They always win in the clutch situation. But you look at their overall numbers, they're not that good. You know, when it doesn't matter, they never do anything. But when the game is on the line, they rise up. And that's what probably will happen. That's why the Cardinals will win the World Series here against the Angels. Here's Lonnie Smith. Lonnie Smith in the playoffs so far is .280, .308, .360. Not that great. But yes, when the time is right, he will arise. I should bring up his postseason numbers so you can see that. We can see how many runs he scored. Last 10 games, he has 4 runs, 7 hits. How many stolen bases does he have? 4 stolen bases, none caught. Anyway, here's Ron Romanick. He is 0-1, 3 ERA. He lost his game to the Blue Jays that he pitched. Pitched 6 innings. Pitched pretty well, but lost. Lonnie Smith, single. And they steal. Everybody on this team can steal. Even Pendleton. Can you think of Pendleton as a base stealer? I think of him as this bowling ball looking guy. Not a base stealer. I guess George Hendrick can't steal. But everybody else. So here's the roll. Of course he steals second. His 5th stolen base of the postseason. So they have a man in scoring position with the F. Willie McGee, who was awesome during the regular season. Incredible. How many other adjectives can I use? He always got the big hit. Batted .318. He did not have a good National League Championship Series. He only batted .048. He had a home run and 1 RBI. However, he will come up big. You know he will. He's got a man in scoring position. Nobody out. Here's the pitch from Romanick to Willie McGee. Strikeout. Here's Pendleton. He was the MVP of the National League Championship Series. What did he do? Well, he had 5 stolen bases, none caught. He scored 5 runs. He drove in 4 RBIs. He had 8 hits and 24 at-bats and came up big every time they needed him. This is the game they lost. The Padres won Game 3. That's when Pendleton didn't do much. But otherwise, he was great. Here's the pitch to Pendleton. And what happened there? We have an out at third base. A fielder's choice. Who made the great play? Dick Schofield went to third and got Lonnie Smith out at third. Great play. We got to celebrate the great plays for the Angels. But look at this, 33-63. He can steal. Oh, he doesn't get the jump. Wow. Here is a man on first. He's a fast runner for George Hendrick, batting .208 with no homers and 4 RBIs. Can they get out of the inning? And he's out. So no runs for the Cardinals in that inning. So after one complete here in Game 1 of the World Series, 0-0. Here's Bobby Gritsch. He had a good American League Championship. .350 he batted. And in real life, or not in real life, but in the replay, Gritsch had 21 homers and 66 RBIs and batted .245. Here's LaPoint to Bobby Gritsch. He got a double. Man in scoring, but he's not a fast runner, though. Here's Reggie. 286, 375, 524. He had a great American League Championship, and we cannot keep him out of the lineup, even though his offense or his defense wasn't that bad. He was average, 2. So he belongs in there. It's Downing that really is bad. So here's a pitch to Reggie. Come on, Mr. October. I'm not going to pretend. I'm pulling for the Angels hard in this series. So go, Reggie. He strikes out, of course. So that's because I went and told you the truth. Here's Doug DeCinces. He batted .125 in the American League Championship. No homers, 1 RBI. He's due. And he singles and scores. So the Angels take the lead 1-0. And he has a slight chance of a stolen base. Doesn't get it, though. Here's the black hole of the offense. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters are dreadful for the Angels. But they're good defensively. That's why they're there. Boone has an 8. Schofield 9. And of course, you have the pitcher. But he batted .105 in the American League Championship Series. And he was just as pathetic during the regular season. Where is Boone? He batted .213 with 5 homers and 45 RBIs. So you're not going to expect much. The Cardinal game plan is to get to the 7th, 8th, and 9th hitters and get out of jams. That's what they plan to do. Here's LaPoint to Bob Boone with a man on first. And he singles. So in this case, F-runner, if the Sensei was an F-runner, he would have made it to third, but he only made it to second. Here's Schofield. You can't bunt with Schofield because the pitcher's up next, Romanick, and he didn't have an at-bat all season. So he's going to swing away with 1 out. He did bat decently in the American League Championship, batted .300. So here's the pitch to Schofield. He gets double sixes. So we have a chance of something good here. We can roll 11, we get a home run. 22, 33, 44, 66. If we roll a 55, it's a triple. Come on, doubles. 26. That is a double. At least it's a double. It's going to score at least 1 run. It scores 2 runs. And the Angels take a 3-0 lead on the road in St. Louis. Those are sweet words. Romanick. He has no chance of getting... Well, he does have a chance. If he rolls 11, or 11, a 1-1, or 11, I guess it is, 66, 33, he doesn't get a hit. So he has to roll 66 or 11 to get a hit here. And he rolls a 64, which is a strikeout. Here's Carew. Rod Carew. Grounded it to second first time up. Here's the pitch to Rod. And he strikes out 2. But the Angels score 3 runs in the second inning and lead 3-0. Here is Andy Vance, like 385. I debated giving him the MVP, but he missed a game. And Pendleton was in the midst of it all the time. So he didn't play all the games. That's why basically he didn't get the MVP. But he was amazing. 385, 579 on base. So yes, Andy Vance like. And they traded him to the Pirates, as you know. I believe it was for... who was it for? Oh, I shouldn't even go there. Now, because I don't want to look like a moron, I will say... It wasn't the pitcher. What's his name? That one... I go... What? Come on. Andy. Oh, there we go. Andy. There you are. Who'd they get? Tony Pena. Oh, that's who they got. No, traded by the Cardinals with Dunn and Lavalier for Tony Pena. Okay, then the Cardinals. Who am I thinking of in 85? I'm thinking of, you. John Tudor. No, who'd they give up? Who'd they get for John Tudor? To the Pirates. Oh, that was a horrible trade. Traded by the Pirates with Brian Harper for Steve Barnard and George Hendrick, who was way over the hill. So, Hendrick, you're playing your final games with the Cardinals. You're going to be traded. And for someone, John Tudor, who was great in 1985. Him and Dwight Gooden were the two best pitchers in the baseball in 1985. And they got him for basically nothing. George Hendrick is a great player, yes. Why did the Pirates? I don't know why they did that. That's why they went to Funk for a few years after. Anyway, helped out the Cardinals in 85. So that's the thing we have to look for. If the Cardinals win the World Series here, they probably will repeat in 1985 because we won't have Don Dinkinger making calls and taking the World Series away like they did in real life in that Kansas City Game 6. Of course, everybody remembers. So the Cardinals will probably win in 85, and they'll be back-to-back. So I have a lot to look forward to in the next year, seeing the Cardinals jive daggers into my heart for another year. But anyway, here's Ron Romanick. See if he can hold the lead. He's going to face Andy Van Slyke. That's how he got on this tangent. Here it is. He walks. He's going to try to steal. Like I said, everybody can steal. Gets the stolen base. So he's on second. Here's Daryl Porter. Not a really good, but he was good in the regular season. One of their leading hitters. He was Porter. He batted .242 with 11 homers and 61 RBIs and .346. He was on base all the time, it seemed like. Here he is. Pitching. Romanick's got a crack down now. And he gets a ground out and the runner holds. He hits the ball. Some reason Andy Van Slyke went the other way. DeCinces made the play because he's a good fielder. Looks, not Voran, Tommy Herr. No, it was Porter hits it the other way. And DeCinces looks the runner back, throws him out at first, so there's one out. Here's Tommy Herr. It doesn't look great, but he had 7 RBIs. He got all the big hits in the championship series. That's the thing. He only 261. When it didn't matter, he didn't get the hits. But when it mattered, he did. And he gets a wild pitch. So we got the runner Vance anyway. Do we put the... No, we'll allow the run. We'll allow the run. We'll give them their run. We don't want more runs. Although, no, Ozzie Smith. Ozzie Smith did nothing in the championship series until the final 2 games. Then, look what he did. What did he do? In the game 4, he hit a walk-off double in the 14th inning to win game 4. And then in game 5, where is it here? I know he hit a home run somewhere in here. Where was it? That was Green that hit the winning run. Nettles tied the game. Van Slyke. Oh, here it is. There was 2-2 tie in the 7th, and Ozzie Smith hit a home run. Like, how many home runs did he hit during their season? Like, next to nothing. Ozzie had 2. But, of course, when it counts, in the deciding game, he hits a big home run to give the Cardinals the lead, which Bruce Sutter blew. But still, he hit what looked like was going to be the winning run in game 5. But here we go. So, Vanny Van Slyke on third. We're going to give it up. And it is a sacrifice fly. So the run scores, and it's now 3-1. Here's Ozzie. He had a good, like I said, but he did it all in the games 4 and 5. Otherwise, he was doing nothing up to then. So in case you don't believe me, he had a good first game. No, this is the last game. Yeah, he did nothing, and then he came alive and had a home run, 2 RBIs, and they had the winning run after going 0 for 5. Then he came alive and won the game. So yes, it's true. Ozzie Smith came alive when it mattered most. And there's 2 out here, and he grounds out. So after 2 complete, the score, California 3, Cardinals 1. Here's Fred Lynn. He struck out first time. LaPoint has 4 strikeouts already. And he has a single. And of course, he has very little chance of stealing, so we won't risk it. And here's Downing. Downing, we're going to pull him as soon as we can to get Pettis in the game. Because we need defense. Better defense. Here is Downing. He flied to the left first time up. Here's the pitch to Downing. Double play. Why are you in the game, Downing? Hits into a double play. Gritsch. Ground out. Still 3-1. Here's LaPoint. He strikes out. Lonnie Smith, who singled, stole, and got thrown out at third first time up. He grounds out. Willie McGee pops out after 3 complete from St. Louis. Game 1. It's still 3-1. California. Here's Reggie. Struck out first time. Strikes out again. DeCinces singled and scored and drove in a run. And he has a chance at a error, but he does not. Fouled out. As Pendleton made the play. Bob Boone singled and scored. And he pops out this time. Here's Pendleton. He hit into a fielder's choice. This time he gets a roll again. 46. That is a double for Pendleton with nobody out. Fast runner. Hendrick up. And almost an error, but he advances. Oh, they're going to chip away at this lead. Here's Vance. He walked and stole a base and scored a run. If he gets on, he's going to steal, and he's going to be in scoring position. So we're going to put the infield back and allow the run again. Come on. No run. Double play! Yes! And who did it but Reggie? Reggie threw out. Pendleton at the plate. Ended the inning, Reggie. We don't have to make excuses for you, Reggie, that you're in the game. You are awesome. He makes the play. Mr. October strikes out twice, but does it with the defense. And after 4 innings, it's still California 3, St. Louis 1. Here's Dick Schofield. He drove in 2 runs with a double first time up. The unheralded offensive player, Dick Schofield. And he grounds out to the pitcher, Romanick. Here, he rolls a double 4 and gets a ball. No, that tells you why. All you need to know about Ron Romanick. Strikes out. Here's Carew. Gets double 6s. Does he have any chance at a home run? He has a slight chance. 41. That won't do it. He gets a single. And has a chance to steal. Oh, he almost stole, but did not. Here's Fred Lynn. He singled and struck out. Runner at first base with 2 out. And he hits into a ground ball. But after 4.5, it's still 3-1 California. Here's Porter. He grounded to third first time up. And he gets double 3s. They always get a hit with the leadoff. 56. That is a double. So once again, like usual, the Cardinals have the leadoff hitter in scoring position. Tommy Herr hit a sacrifice fly first time up for his 8th RBI, leading the team in the postseason. And he hits a fly out to the center fielder, Lynn, who's playing center field for the first time in probably 5 years. But he did it with his great arm. He held Porter at second base. Here's Ozzie. Ozzie ground to short first time up. That's quite ironic. Ozzie grounded to short, but he did. Let's see if he can do that again. He gets caught stealing. Yes! Why did Porter try to steal? We don't know, but he did. And he got thrown out. So Boone threw him out at third. DeCinces made the tag. And there's 2 out in the inning. Gives Ozzie another crack at the can. And he tried to bunt his way on, but did not succeed. So after 5 complete, game 1 from St. Louis, it's still 3-1 California. And Dave LaPoint is now tired. So we will bring in a new pitcher. And we will bring in who? We will bring in Bob Forsch. Bob Forsch will come in. And just for the record, I'll do this all later, all the notations. But I will do a screenshot of the pitcher's numbers and put it in for the blog, or what do you call it, for the forum. So Bob Forsch is up. He is 1-0 with 3 innings and has given up nothing. So he has been good in the postseason. That's why he gets the nod from Whitey Herzog here. Here's Downing. This could be the last bat for Downing, as he's done nothing. He hit into a double play and flied out. And he flies out again. I don't know. We'll keep him in one more time, because it's only a 2-run lead. Here's Gritsch. He singled and scored and ground to second. And he walks this time, but he's not going to try to steal because he doesn't have the ability of the Cardinals to steal, as everybody does on that team. Here's Reggie. He struck out twice, but threw out a runner at the plate. Come on, Reggie. He strikes out again for the hat trick. And here's the Sensei. And he grounds out. So Forrest does his job. And now he is leading off, and he's going to be come in for a pinch hitter, and the pinch hitter will be Steve Braun. Usually they have Steve Braun because he can get on base at will. Romanick's still good. Here is Steve Braun. He is batting 500 on base. He always gets on base, this guy. Not this time. Yeah, that worked. The reverse psychology worked that time. That's the first time, one of the first times they didn't get the leadoff batter on. Let's see. First inning they did. Second inning they did. And of course they steal immediately. Well, because it was LaPoint in the third. They did not. But they did here. And they did in the fifth as well. So, welcome that he did not get on. Here's Lonnie Smith. He singled, stole a base, and grounded to third. 1 for 2. And he has a possible error. Does not get the error. 2 out. Here in the sixth, here's Willie McGee. And he gets a single. He will try to steal, of course. And he doesn't get it. Amazing. But he's a fast runner at first for Pendleton. If he doubles, he will score. Pendleton. He doubled last time and ground to a fielder's choice. That's the one where Lonnie Smith got out at third. Here's Pendleton. And he fouls out. So after 6 complete, California 3, St. Louis 1. We won't let Braun pitch. We'll bring in a pitcher, and Neil Allen will pitch for the Cards. Allen has been also incredible. He's 1-0 with no ERA. The Cardinal bullpen was amazing in the National League Championship. Well, when you have 14 innings and what was the second, that last game? I will look. They had how many innings in this one? 11. And give up nothing. You know your bullpen is pitching well. And of course, Bruce Sutter, we're not going to talk about him. Here's Neil Allen against Bob Boone, Schofield, and Romanick. Is Romanick tired yet? He might be. Might be a pinch hitter here. Here's the pitch to Bob Boone. He grounds out. Schofield. He walks. Gets slight chance to steal. Does not. Okay, Romanick, he's a D, so he is tired. So we're going to pull him right here. The Angel bullpen has, it's like the girl with the curl. Sometimes it's very good and sometimes it's horrid. And so we will bring in who? We will bring in, they have some decent guys. Benitez, let's bring him in. He's also, no, he's not a very good outfielder. So here's Benitez. He is, what is this? Probably is 3, so he had 2 walks. So he's probably 1 for 7 in the series or in the postseason so far. But he has the potential of doing very well. We need some insurance. Scofield at first. Benitez facing Neil Allen, who's given up zippity-doo-dah here in the postseason. And he gets a double play. So that's the end of the threat. After 6.5, still 3-1. And Benitez comes out. We're not going to toot around here. We're going to bring in Corbett. He is the man. He was amazing against the Blue Jays. 6 innings, give up nothing. No runs at all. He gave up 5 hits, struck out 6, and walked 2. So that's who we'll bring in. We need this game. We won't do I wasn't trying to do that. I want to do this. Get Corbett's record before he pitched here for the Forum. So we'll just put in all these and we'll deal with these later. So Corbett, we need you to excel. He's facing Hendrick, Vance, and Porter. One thing also, They have Luis Sanchez as their closer, who is, and it's not even close, the worst closer in the major leagues. He was horrible. I guess maybe you could point to Seattle's closer, Stanton. I think he did better. No, it's Angels. It's Sanchez was dreadful. You'll see his numbers. Well, I'll show you now, so so you don't die of suspense. He was 3-12, 471, and he had 10 blown saves. I guess there was some like Reardon. Though Reardon had good rating, but he was horrible. And Bob Stanley. Those are the candidates for worst reliever of the year. Here's Corbett facing Hendrick. Hendrick is 0 for 2. And he gets double threes. So once again, the leadoff hitter's on for the Cardinals. 34. That is a double. So they have a man in scoring position again for Andy Vance. He walked, stole a base, scored, and hit to a double play. That was Reggie Jackson play. But once again, come on, Corbett. He is an error. And he's going to try to steal. He doesn't get the jump. Who made the error? It was Reggie. It was Reggie. Oh, when I was touting his defense, he made an error. Now it's 1st and 3rd for Daryl Porter. I guess there's no chance of a triple play here. We've had 2 triple plays in the postseason. That is more than all the postseason games that ever have been. The only postseason triple play was a 1920 World Series Game 5, but we've had 2 here in this postseason. Can we have a third? That would be so sweet at this point. I don't think you can. It's like a split in bowling. You can't. It's pretty hard to get a triple play on 1st and 3rd. Much easier if it's 1st and 2nd, or bases loaded even. But chances are there's going to be a run here. Come on, Corbett. Just because I built you up. I built these guys up. I built up Forsch and Allen. They didn't give up any runs. But these are the Cardinals. This is clutch time. We know what happens. Strikes out! Yes! Okay, now we can get a double play. Come on, Tommy Herr. Hit into a double play. How many double plays at a time? These guys don't hit into double plays. That's one thing the Cardinals do not do. Hit into double plays. Herr hit into 11 during the regular season. So they don't hit into many. But it can happen now. Cross your fingers, ladies and gentlemen, for the double play. He's a double play minus, though. Well, we can use a strikeout. He's got the beloved Z. There's no better rating for a pitcher in this game than the Z. That means he doesn't walk very many. And he has the H, which means he takes 2/3 of the home runs away. And a Y, which means he strikes out a lot of guys. He's the guy we want on the mound right now. Facing Tommy Herr. Double play! 3-6-3. We get out of the inning. Way to go, Corbett. And it's still, after 7 innings, the score, California 3, St. Louis 1. Here's Allen. He's going for another inning. He's going to face Carew, Lynn, and Downing. And that will be your final at bat for sure. Carew is 1 for 3 in the game. And he strikes out. Carew never struck out. Here's Lynn. He is 1 for 3 as well. How did they score their runs? Nobody's doing anything. It was Dick Schofield. That's right. He's the reason. Much maligned Dick Schofield is the reason why we're ahead. Freddie Lynn. He grounds out to the first baseman. First baseman Hendrick. And here's Downing, your final appearance of this game. He's 0 for 3. Hit into a double play and flied out twice. And he flies out. See, if this was a 5-3 against anybody else, this would be an error. But a Cardinals, no. So that's it. We're going to bring in... Who are we going to bring in? Somebody else. Somebody could... It'd be nice to save Pettis for a pinch run situation. This is the way I think, I think I got to take him out of the game. You got to get some defense in there. But then, he'd be so nice in a pinch running situation. But now we're up. We got to preserve center field for Pettis. Jackson, you are going to left field. And Lynn, you go to right field where you belong. So now we got better defense, even though Reggie's in there. He's a 2. He has no arm, even though he throws out guys at the plate. But that's what we want for defense right now. Corbett facing Ozzy, a pinch hitter, and Lonnie. The Smith boys. He is over 2. That means he's due. And they always get the leadoff hitter on. And he walks, of course, and he's going to steal. Yes, he does. Didn't I say it? Runner at second. Nobody out. And they're going to take out Allen, and they're going to bring in Game 5 hero David Green. He's batting .400 in the playoffs. I think he was a leader in home runs for the Cardinals during the regular season. I think he had, 16 of them. So here we go. Once again, although we got Corbett on, who takes away a lot of home runs. But he rolls a 66. That goes directly to home run mode. Oh, how many times can they dodge a situation with a runner in scoring position, nobody out? They dodge it in the last inning with the strikeout double play. They dodged it in the 5th inning. Got a fly out, caught stealing. They dodged it in the 4th inning. Double flied out, double play. They dodged it in the 2nd inning with the wild pitch. They didn't dodge it, but they gave up the sacrifice fly. That's how they scored their run. And they dodged it in the 1st when Lonnie Smith tried to steal 3rd and got thrown out. He stole 1st, stole 2nd, and then he got thrown out at the fielder's choice. That's how it was. Somebody got thrown out. No, that was one of the Angels, I think, that got thrown out at 3rd trying to steal. But anyway, we won't recap now. This is the moment. David Green, this is crunch time. You know what this is? It's Cardinal time when they always come through. Smith at 2nd, David Green up. Strikes him out! Corbett! We're going to rely on you. Your arm's going to fall off. Every chance we get, Corbett's going to be in the game. Here's Lonnie Smith. He has singled, stole 2nd, got thrown out, trying to get the 3rd, ground to 3rd, and flied out to right. Lonnie Smith batting .286 in the playoffs. He walks. 2 men on for McGee. He's 1 for 3. Come on, double play. Strikes him out. Yes! And now here's Superman Pendleton batting .333. Just never ends with this team. They just have one great hitter after another. Not great hitters, but they're good hitters, all of them. And they got horseshoes up their rectums. Come on, get him out, Corbett. Corbett, we need you now. Strikes him out. Yes! Corbett is the man. We go to the 9th inning. It's still 3-1 Angels. Okay, who are they going to bring in? Well, they're not going to fool around either. They're going to bring in Suter. Suter, they don't want to give up any more runs. So Bruce Suter is on the mound. Mr. Amazing. He, of course. Oh, he had the blown save. That's right. But look at his numbers during the regular season. They were something short of spectacular. In fact, he had a 1 ERA all season. And then when they, in the last few games, he didn't pitch that well. But he had 116 innings for a reliever. Only gave up 87 hits, 27 earned runs. He struck out 90, walked 22, had a whip of 0.94, a batting average against of 205, 209 ERA, 41 saves and only 5 blown saves in 74 games. I mean, the guy just lived on the mound. Fabulous, fabulous pitcher. Cubs, yeah, nice having Bull Durham, but Suter, he was a Cub. And they trade him to the Cardinals, of all teams. You can get a good pitcher from like the Angels, or good player from the Angels, or from the Royals, or from the Red Sox, or someone. Red Sox have a lot of great hitters. They could have got Wade Boggs or something. But no, they had to get Leon Durham and give up Bruce Suter to the Cardinals. Although it set up the most sweet moment on earth, which was the Sandberg game. But that's a long time ago. Anyway, here's Bruce Suter going to hold the card to the Angels. They get the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Although Gritsch was good. He had a walk, and he's 1 for 2. And he scored a run. See what they can do against Bruce Suter. He walks. Can't steal. See, this is where I would have brought in Pettis, perhaps. But no. We got to keep him. At least he's not a slow runner. Here's Reggie. Struck out 3 times. 3 times a Reggie. We don't want the golden sombrero. Come on, Reggie. Home run. He doesn't have any voodoo. No voodoo on Suter. So he's susceptible. 66 is what we want. Come on, Reggie. He got 1 ball. So he gets another roll. But I think the Z, the fabulous Z, took away the walk. So he should have walked, but the Z took it away. But he gets another chance at the 66. 66. 54. Chance at an error. No error. He flies out. Runner holds. Gritsch is still on. So Reggie's 0 for 4. Here's Doug DeCinces. He singled, drove in a run, scored on the underrated Schofield's double, and is 1 for 3. DeCinces batting 148 in the playoffs. He gets fielder's choice. He has a slight chance to steal. 54. Okay, here's Bob Boone. We're going to leave him in for his defense, even though he's a horrible hitter. Oh, he did single. He's 1 for 3. But against Suter, it's like probably a 0.5% chance of him getting on or something. Here is the chance. Oh, double sixes! Double sixes. That's what we love to see. That's what Reggie should have had. It would have been a home run, but Boone does have a slight chance of a homer. There's 2 out. He's not a slow runner. We have a decent chance of scoring, but we have to avoid the 7s. We have to avoid the 11s. You have to at least get a double. 43. That's a 7. What did I just say? Oh, first and third. First and third. That brings up the underrated Schofield. Can he do it again? Suter's down to a C. He is 1 for 2 with a walk. 2 RBIs. He's batting .318 in the playoffs. That was a beautiful chance at some insurance. Here we go. Doesn't do it. Flies out. Okay, so this is where you normally would bring in Luis Sanchez. But Corbett, he's not tired yet. Although we're taking him to a point, he's pitched 2 innings. Sanchez is 8. His ratings aren't that bad. He has an X, which means he strikes people out. But how sweet it is to have the Z and the H. We're gonna leave him on the mound. We're gonna leave him on the mound. I think we got Jeff Zahn on the mound tomorrow. If you don't know Jeff Zahn is Mr. Amazing. Jeff Zahn is the American League Cy Young. He leads the American League in WHIP. He leads the American League in ERA. He leads the American League in batting average against. He just completely shut down the Blue Jays, who had 911 runs? Something like that during the regular season. Completely annihilated. Made them look like the 1968 68 Phillies or something. You know, like or the 62 Mets. Although they scored a few runs. They made them look pathetic. I'm gonna just go that way. I can't think of the worst hitting team on the top of my head. I'm not the most brilliant man, okay? But anyway, Corbett's staying in. And when he gets to the D, then we will bring in Sanchez. Hendrick, he is 1 for 3 with a double. Will they get the leadoff hitter on again? They've done it in the 8th. They've done it in the 7th. They've done it not in the 6th. That was one aberration. They've done it in the 5th. They've done it in the 4th. They didn't do it in the 3rd because the pitcher was leading off. They did it in the 2nd, and they did it in the 1st. So only 2 times out of 8 innings did they not get the leadoff man on and get him to second base with a stolen base or something. Here we go. Either doubled or stolen base single. Walks. He's on, and Corbett's a D. So Hendrick will not try to steal because there's no point. And then they're going to bring in, they probably have 1,500 guys you can steal here. So they got Tom Nieto, Bill Lyons, who's fast, Tino Landrum. So Bill Lyons is coming in to pinch run for him, and he will try to steal. Doesn't get the jump, but he's still fast. Corbett, you're done. We're going to bring in Sanchez. Luis Sanchez is coming to the game. One of the worst closers in the game is coming in with a runner on, a fast runner on, and nobody out. You know what this means. You know what this means. Okay. Be still my beating heart. Sanchez in the game. He had a decent, very good actually, American League Championship because this game hates me and I wanted the Blue Jays to win. But during the regular season, he was pathetic. 3-12, 471, 10 blown saves. Though his ratings aren't that bad. He should stay at a C until the 11th batter he faces. Hopefully he doesn't get that far. Hopefully we get a double play right here. Vandy Van Slyke. He walked, stole a base, hit into a double play, and then reached on an error by Reggie. But Reggie's no longer in right. He's in left now. So don't hit the ball to him. Here is Andy Van Slyke. Batting .333. He's got a .545 on-base percentage in the playoffs. This does not bode well. Come on, Sanchez. Foul out. Why does he get another chance to steal? This is a bug. Because he's only supposed to have one chance. He doesn't get multiple chances. So I will not try. He does not get a chance. So he should only get one crack at the can. That's the way it always was in this game. All of a sudden they're getting two chances. That's not right. Anyway, Porter, he ground to third. He's the one. He went to second and caught stealing. I knew there was somebody. It was Porter, and he struck out. Here we go, Sanchez. Fielder's choice. He has a chance to steal. Does not get the jump. He's not a slow runner. Here's Tommy Herr with 2 out. Tommy Herr. 2 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Sanchez. Because he is motivated. We spent the entire day dissing him. So he should be supremely motivated. If pitching in the World Series isn't motivation enough. He hit into a sacrifice fly, flied out to center, and hit into a double play. Here we go. One more out. Tommy Herr. 8 RBIs in the postseason. Here's the pitch to Tommy Herr. Flied out. Angels win. Angels win game 1 by a score of 3-1. We got to do all these games because it's a reversal of everything we've seen in the regular season. The Cardinals lose. Cardinals lose game 1 of the World Series. It's a sweet, sweet day. So let's look at the box score. Who's the game winner? Who's the hero of this game? Romanick pitched very well. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He's a candidate for the player of the game. Of course, Dick Schofield. Dick Schofield had 4 assists, 3 putouts, and also a double play involved in. So he's always great in the field, but he hit the big blow of the game, the 2 RBI double in the second inning. So you give it to Schofield. You also could give it to Bobby Gritsch. He was 1 for 2 with a run, a double, and walked twice. He's batting .364, so let's give him his due. It won't be Reggie. He was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, although he had that keep. Nailed him at the plate. Even Bob Boone. We dissed the bottom of the lineup, but they were good in this game. So that's what we need to do. We got to keep dissing the Angels and keep praising the Cardinals like they are the Vatican or something. But we will give it, I don't know, flip a coin. Romanick or Schofield? I don't know. Tune in to the board, the web board, to find out the final decision. But the final line score for your California Angels: 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and 5 left on base. And for the team from the pit of hell, the St. Louis Cardinals: 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, and 6 left on base. Winning pitcher, Ron Romanick, 1-1. The losing pitcher, Dave LaPoint, 1-1. Corbett with an awesome hold, and Luis Sanchez with the save. Thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the 1984 World Series. This is King Icky Boo signing off. Goodbye, everybody.